get jiggy with me. Keep that ciggy with me. Bitch, I'm Mad Max. You know I got Ziggy with me.
I jumped on my sister's brand new iPhone and made sure it was smashed to pieces. I hated her. This psycho witch wanted to ruin my life and use my medical condition against me. But I was ready to kick her butt, and anyone's butt who supported her. Hi, my name is Hope. Please like and subscribe. And please know, this video is sponsored by FireGuard VPN. With one click on this app, you can prevent anyone from accessing your personal information. Download FireGuard VPN to stay safe on the internet and enjoy watching YouTube videos privately. When I was 5 years old, a wealthy donor came to visit the shelter I was living in, and I was chosen to give a speech in front of him. The man was impressed by my confidence and smartness. He asked about me and adopted me. His name was Mr. George, and he was a really rich businessman. When I moved to live with him, I met his wife and kids. Susie was my age, and Adam was a year older than me, and they both looked sophisticated. They were really nice to me, and I was living my best days with them. That is, until I hit puberty. Susie had a crush on one of Adam's friends named Josh. His family was even wealthier than Mr. George's, and boy, was he gorgeous. When I was in the 8th grade, Susie threw a party. She told me she wanted to confess her love to Josh and ask him out in front of everyone. At the party, Susie asked for everyone's attention and got down on her knees. Josh, I see you in my dreams. I see you everywhere. I can't get you out of my head. So will you please be my boyfriend? There was an awkward silence. Josh held Susie up and whispered something in her ear. Then he said loudly, "Yeah." Susie, I would love to be your boyfriend. They hugged and everyone cheered. But days passed and I didn't see them going out together. That was weird. Then one night, I saw someone's shadow at the door. I thought it was just Susie, and I turned around to sleep. Minutes later, someone whispered in my ear, "You look even prettier when you're asleep." I was startled and almost yelled out when Josh put his hand on my mouth. "Hey, shush, it's me. What are you doing here?" "I'm here to ask you out." "What? But you're with Susie." No, I told her I was gay and that I didn't want to embarrass her in front of everyone that night, so I said yes. But man, I only want you, and I know you want me too. I see the way you look at me. Plus, you are way prettier than her. I can't date you. Susie will go nuts when she finds out. She wouldn't. How would she? Unless you tell her. How did you even get in here? Can you leave now? And we'll talk at school tomorrow. So that's a yes, right? Give me a kiss on the cheek. I kissed his cheek and he left. Josh and I started dating secretly. Once I took Josh to the lab to give him a present for his birthday. We started making out when suddenly the teacher barged in. He was a grumpy, strict old man. The teacher started yelling at us, and then he dragged us both to the principal's office. I didn't care about the consequences. I was only worried Susie would find out that Josh rejected her to be with me. Well, they called my parents, and my mom came. "Madam, this is a school and not a club. Your daughter was making out with this boy, and it's really disgraceful." I don't know if disgraceful is the right word. You're exaggerating. "Excuse me?" "Actually, I don't have time to explain, but I do have money." And with that, she took out a check, wrote a big number on it, and handed it to the principal. "Oh, ma'am, no. We need to solve this first. I need you to make your daughter promise that she will be well behaved from now on." "Oh, she will promise you nothing. Shut up and take the money. I'm out of here." Then she got up and looked at me and Josh. "You want me to take you somewhere to continue the lab assignment?" We both smiled and followed her. I was scared that Mom might tell Susie, so that night I was determined to tell Susie everything myself. I couldn't live in fear forever. When I got to our room, I saw her sitting on the bed, combing her hair. Next time, when you want to make out with a guy, try the backyard. There's a big tree there. I always hide behind it. "Susie, you know?" "I've known everything since the day Josh came here that night. I heard everything." Are you mad?" "No, I'm not. I understand." I ran to her and hugged her tight. "It's just the way you are." You stole my place in this family. You stole my life, basically. And now you're stealing my only love. And I will destroy you." She pushed me away and I walked towards the door. Before leaving, she said, "You're only a filthy, poor orphan, and I'll make sure you never forget that." I got scared and didn't know what to do. So I went to my mom and told her, "Ugh, that girl. She's always been jealous and dumb. Such an embarrassment. Don't let her hurt you. She's evil." I knew that the moment I saw her face. Fight for your man, Hope. The next day, I decided to invite Josh over for dinner with the family, just to challenge Susie. When we were eating, I made sure I was touching Josh and feeding him with my hand. Then suddenly, my tummy started hurting. It was really painful and I screamed. Everyone was shocked and worried, except for that witch, Susie. I knew that she'd put something in the food to poison me, but the doctor said it wasn't food poisoning at all. I had some stomach problems and needed to take medicine for it daily. And, well, that medicine made me gain weight. I got fat. And who was the happiest about my new body? Yeah, Susie. Once, she wore a huge garbage bag and came to me walking like a pregnant psycho alien. Oh, look at me. I'm fat and ugly now. Like who? Oh, like Hope. Maybe God wanted to remind you who you actually are. You forgot your past and started thinking that you're important and rich. Look at you now, an ugly, stupid pig. You're wearing a garbage bag? Wow, you finally found an outfit that suits your personality. She slapped me and I attacked her. The maids came and took her away, but I started to feel that Susie was right. I looked in the mirror and saw how ugly I was. I texted Josh and said, "We're over." He deserved better. Next day at school, during lunch break, Josh got on one of the tables and asked for everyone's attention. "I've only loved one girl in my life, and she's perfect the way she is, but she doesn't realize that. I love her, and I want to be with her no matter what. Hope, you're my hope. Please don't leave me." With tears in my eyes, I ran to him and hugged him tight while everyone was cheering and clapping. In the following 2 years, I gained more than 50 pounds. While Josh got more handsome and hotter, I knew I had to do something, so I joined the gym. It didn't help me lose weight, but at least I didn't gain more weight. One day in my senior year of high school, I got back home to find my family arguing. Turned out that Adam had a girlfriend and he'd gotten her pregnant. She was poor. Adam had wanted to keep it a secret, but Susie found out and told my parents. "I can't believe I'm having a poor niece. That's just disgusting." "Shut your mouth. She's poor, so what? We'll bring her here and treat her well. We will love her and our grandchild." "Oh yes, I forgot. You're used to raising poor people. You know what, Mom? Sometimes I look at you and I feel that you just can't stand me. Is that correct?" "Yeah, that's correct." "Well, I hate you." And she was about to attack Mom when I stepped in between them. "Touch her and I will hurt you." "How? By sitting on me?" And then she attacked me. Dad and Adam pulled us apart. She stormed off to her room screaming. "I can't wait for next year so I can leave for good." A few months later, Adam's girlfriend moved in with us. She gave birth to a beautiful baby girl, and they named her Hope after me. It was time for me to go to college. Susie said she didn't want to study anything and she loved herself without a degree. Josh wasn't going to college either. He said he wanted to work at his dad's company for now. When I started college, I realized how insecure I was about my looks. Josh wasn't with me to make me feel pretty. Sometimes I felt people were making fun of me behind my back, and I started making excuses to miss classes. One day during a meeting of the debate club, the door flung open and a girl carrying bags walked in. It was Susie. "Oh, hello everyone. I'm Hope's sister. Well, not real sister."
Feeling healthy by leaps and bounds. Making a dinner that makes their whole day and giving your best friend the best nutrients.
We obviously don't have the same genes. My parents adopted her from a shelter. I have their generous spirit, and I thought Hope might be having trouble making friends because, she's a fatty. So I just dropped by to give y'all iPhones. Well, not all. Only the girls that weigh less than 180 pounds. My face turned horribly red. Everyone here was thinner than me, and I just wanted to disappear. As Susie skipped around handing out the iPhones, a girl suddenly said, "Hey, we don't want these. And how immature and stupid are you? We really like Hope. Why would we care about her weight? Because, well, she's ugly. Get a college education, bimbo. You need to open up your brain a little. Yeah, all sizes are beautiful, but a stupid personality like yours is quite ugly. Susie looked absolutely shocked as everyone threw their phones aside and she ran away crying. I was so grateful for how everyone stood up for me, but I still felt depressed and just wished I could be thinner. I didn't study well and even missed some exams. The college administration called me in for a meeting, but instead of going, I booked a flight and went back home. But I didn't go to my parents' home. I went to the shelter instead. I hadn't been there since I got adopted. After spending the entire day with the kids there, I was leaving when a little girl caught my dress. "Are you leaving us, like the rest? Can you take me with you?" I saw myself in her, and I decided to adopt her. I didn't go back to my parents' house. I rented an apartment and lived there with Tiffany. After a month, I decided I should tell Josh at least. When I saw him, I ran to him like a little girl and we held each other close. I'd missed him so much. I told him everything. He hugged me even more tightly and asked to see my daughter. The next day, when he saw Tiffany, his eyes teared up. He patted her head and looked at me. "Will you marry me, Hope?" "Why, Josh? Just tell me why. You're perfect. You're every girl's dream. And me? Look at me. I'm only a fat girl. Even my parents thought I was worth nothing and left me in a shelter. Susie has always been right. I'm just a loser." "But you're luckier than most of the kids in the shelter. You got adopted by one of the wealthiest, loveliest couples in the city. You're pretty and smart. Even Susie, one of the prettiest girls, is so jealous of you. Babe, I love you the way you are, and you deserve to be loved." I couldn't help crying. I hugged him and I said, "Yes, I want to marry you." I went to see my parents with Josh and Tiffany. I confessed and told them everything. Mom hugged me tight. "Oh, honey, I'm glad you're here now, and your daughter is going to brighten my life even more, along with Adam's daughter. I could use some cheering up, especially after what your dumb sister did." "What did she do?" "Oh, Josh didn't tell you? She went to Josh's mansion to talk to him, but she didn't find him and stole some very expensive watches and other items. She said she just wanted something to remind her of Josh. She got caught and she's been jailed for months now. I didn't even hire a lawyer. Maybe this will teach her a lesson." Well, I spent some time with my family, and with everyone's tremendous love and support, I felt stronger and finally ready to continue my studies. Their love made me love myself and finally accept the way that I looked. And I didn't stop believing in myself no matter what happened.